sweetheart. How are you? How you doing? I forgot about the Audible premium stuff. Forgot about that. I think it's a Dungeon Crawler Carl reference. I think. I think it is. Because you get. If you gift one sub, you get the 2 months of Audible Premium, and you get a badge that's a pair of boxers with hearts on them. And then if you gift 2 subs, then you get 2 more badges of a cat wearing a crown. So I think it's Dungeon Crawler Carl. I know nothing about Dungeon Crawler Carl, but I feel like that's vaguely familiar. The heat's gone now. Let's go. Let's go. It was really cloudy today, threatening to for some reason the bits thing is showing someone else's. Or is that all the time? I'm confused. Hold on. Because that's not on desktop. Okay, it's gone now. Oh no, it's still there. Oh, it's the it's top supporters, and none of those names are familiar to me. So, unlock top 3 unlock champion. I don't know what that means. It must be testing it, because it's also a badge I've never seen before. So it must be for the drops. Maybe, I don't know. It's really confusing because it's like I don't recognize any of those names. Hi, Clips. How you doing, sweetheart? Hope you're doing well. Oop. Static for some reason. Sorry, I don't know what that was. You're saying it's gone, but it's not getting below 70? 70 is okay. I wish it was 70 at night. Oh, okay. Yeah, if it's not hitting below 70 at night, then that's pretty warm. Feel tired the past few days. Me too. I don't know if I'm. Oh, because you're at band camp. I see. I don't know if I'm sleeping too much or sleeping too little. I don't know. I don't know which it is. Interesting. I don't know why that's there on mobile and not on desktop. I don't know what this is. Top supporters ends on June 6th. So I don't know. Because June's over. I don't know. They must be just testing something. Let's see if I join someone else's stream. No, it's not there. So I don't know what this champions thing is. I don't know what it is. It's confusing. You want me to call you a good Homo sapien? That's quite the mouthful. be 30 degrees Celsius, 86 tomorrow. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty warm. um, we've we got some rain yesterday. Um, and a little today. Yeah, it's been windy and like cloudy and like threatening to rain. It smelled like rain when I went outside earlier today, but it didn't. It hasn't rained yet. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Top three unlocked champion. I don't know what this badge means. I don't know what this badge means. Top supporters ends on June 6th. They're not my top supporters. They're not mine. I don't know. What if I go to the chat on desktop here? Yeah, it's not there. So I don't know what that is. Go to creator dashboard, manage stream. Yeah, it's not there. So it's just some mobile thing, I guess. They did say they were adding something where you like bosses appear, but I don't know why it's there. Ends on June 6th at 9 a.m. That must just be a bug. Because it's not June anymore. It's August. June, July, August. So that must just be like some thing that they're testing on mobile. I don't. Yes, I that's there, but there's a thing that says top supporters. There's top gifters, all-time top cheerers, all-time top clips, all-time top gifters. This is something completely different. With like 100 gifted subs, 68. It's too many Koroks, cool cat, yeah. No, okay, sure, pixel palette. I think that's just something Twitch is testing. I think that's all that is. They must be testing some overlay stuff. Because that's weird. I kind of even don't want to look at it. Okay. I don't know what it is. Because those are definitely just like Twitch names that they came up with. Yeah, for sure. All right. But if I go to the stream on mobile, is it there? No. So it's just something they're testing, it seems. I have a feeling I might not even be supposed to be able to see that. So, yeah. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah. So it's only on mobile at the thing. Um yeah. Okay. I don't know. I don't know, man. Hi Katie. I'm sorry to hear you woke up with a really bad migraine. That sucks. Ouch. Migraines suck. I hate headaches. I hope you feel better soon. It's mostly over. That's good. Okay. All right. I guess we'll give clips their good Homo sapien. I guess. Okay. If it's ready, please be very swiftly, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you. Homo sapien. Homo sapien. Homo sapien clips. I'm sorry to hear that, Katie. That sucks. Homo sapien clips. Good. Homo sapien. Very, very, very good. Homo sapien. Clips, thank you for being who you are and doing what you do. I think things are in the better place, in my humble opinion. Anyway, very, very good. Homo sapien. Good. Homo sapien clips. Good Homo sapien clips, yes you are. Such a good Homo sapien, yes you are. Oh, look at you, such a good Homo sapien, yes you are. Look at you, such a good Homo sapien. Yes you are. Clips, yes you are. Oh, look at you, such a good Homo sapien, yes you are. Clips, yes you are. Yes you are. There you go, Clips. Hopefully that was okay for you, sweetheart. Thank you for the redeem, dear. Thank you, thank you. Hi, CJ. I'm okay. I didn't have to do lawn work today. I went to my granduncle's with my grandma because she wanted me to clean up some of his garbage in the backyard that apparently my dad and other people left when they did cleaning a couple months ago. But it was just pieces of paper. So I was done in like 10 minutes. And then me and my grandma went out to lunch, and then we went home. We got sandwiches. We went to like the sandwich soup place. Sandwich and soup place. And the sandwich was like, I don't know how much that sandwich was. I don't know how much it was. But anything more than like $5, not really worth it. No, not really. It was pretty small. I finished it in I probably finished it in 5 minutes. Yeah, it's not too hot today. It was a Italian club, I think. Italian club. There's like prosciutto and stuff on it, and it's good. It's yummy. Not like the best sandwich I've ever had, but it's definitely not the worst sandwich ever. I'm glad you feel a little better now, Katie. I'm sorry you got a migraine. I hate migraine. I hate having a headache. Whenever my head hurts, I just chug water because I'm like, oh, I haven't been drinking enough water, but it's probably something else like eye strain or, excuse me, just exhaustion. Most likely. Excuse me, burp, sorry. Okay.
Well, you're a very, very good boy. Well, thank you for lurking and chatting, spending time with us on the streams. Thank you. You're a very, very good boy. Well, thank you for you work very, very hard this week, and I'm very, very proud of you. You're a very, very good boy. Good boy, wow, good boy. You're a very, very good boy. Good, 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 good boy, wow, good boy. You're a very, very good boy. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Boy, wow, good boy. You're a very, very good boy. Good boy, wow, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. You're a very, very good boy. You're a very, very good, good boy, wow, good boy. Boy, wow, good boy. Good boy, 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 good boy. Good boy, wow, good boy. Wow, thank you for being who you are, doing what you do. I think things are on the better place in my humble opinion. Anyway. Good boy, well, good boy. You're a very, very good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. Good boy, well, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Look at you, such a good boy. Yes, you are. Good boy, wow, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Good boy, wow, you're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. Good boy, wow, good boy, 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 good boy.
There you go. Wow. Thank you for the redeem, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. Hope that was okay for you, sweetheart. Oh yeah. Uh, it is Friday, and I did remember to post eyes today. It wasn't until like after 4 or close to 4, I think. Maybe after 3 in the afternoon. This week is some fishnets and the fishnets with the cherry fly highs layered over them. So if you want to see that, they're up there on Twitter and Blue Sky. If you missed them. Okay.
Thank you for lurking and chatting, spending time with us on the stream. Good girl, Katie. Good girl. You're a very, very good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Good girl, Katie. Good girl. 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 Good girl, Katie. Good girl. Oh, look at you, such a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Good girl, Katie. Good girl. 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 Good girl, Katie. Good girl. Oh, look at you, such a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl.
There you go, Kitty. Thank you for the redeem, sweetheart. Thank you for the water, CJ. How you doing, chickies? How you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. Those were some cute emotes. All right, give me a moment to blow my nose real quick. I will be right back. Okay, there we go. We're all caught up. I'm doing okay, chickies. I'm just a little tired. Just a little tired. But I'm doing okay. I didn't end up doing lawn work today because I ended up going to my granduncle's with my grandma because she wanted me to clean up some of his garbage in his backyard. So I did that. Because apparently there was some left after my dad and uncles and uh, cousin uncles. I don't know what you call those guys. Did some cleaning in his backyard a couple months ago, and apparently they left some stuff, but it was hardly anything. So I was done pretty quick, and then we went out to lunch, and now I'm here. That's a cute heart emote. That's super cute. Oh, and I did remember to post these today on Twitter and Blue Sky. So if you missed those, uh, they're up there. This week is some fishnets and the cherry thigh highs layered on top of the fishnets. Yep. You want good boy chickies? Okay.
distracted. Thank you for being who you are. Doing what you do. I think makes the world a better place. In my humble opinion. Anyway. Good boy, Tickets. Good boy. You're a very, very good boy. Such a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. Good boy, Tickets. Good boy. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're a very, very good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. Good boy, Tickets. Good boy. 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 Oh, look at you, such a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Tickets.
Sorry, thought that was a burp coming, but nope. Thank you for the redeemed chickies. Hopefully that was okay for you, sweetheart. Thank you. Hello, is it Swish? Swishes? Alright, I'm no good with names. Thank you for the first time chat, sweetheart. Thank you. It is awesome. Cool. You're welcome, chickies. You're welcome. How you doing, Swishes? You like ASMR? Well, that's good. That's good, because this is what we're doing right now. Infant voice? Well, you're in the right place, I guess. It is Femboy Friday, and I did remember to post thighs on Twitter and Blue Sky this week. If you guys missed them today, they're up there on Twitter and Blue Sky. This week is some fishnets, and the fishnets with the thighs with cherries on them laid on top. So if you want to see those, they're up there. Hi Gunther, thank you for the 160 stream streak. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. Hi T. How you doing, sweetheart? It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good week. Sorry, sounds like somebody dropped something on the floor upstairs. Sorry if that was loud. Thank you for being here, T. Thank you, sweetheart. Did you have a Philly cheesesteak today, T? I know we share those in common anyway. My grandma took me out for lunch today. We went to a soup and sandwich place. They didn't have a Philly cheesesteak though. They didn't. I had an Italian club or something, whatever it's called. For water sounds? Sure. Did you guys have something yummy to eat today? We had tacos. My sister made us tacos. Hey Bartholomew. Hi sweetheart, how you doing? Oh, there's a siren. Okay, I can get you guys those routines after I finish this. Documentary anyways? Okay. Alex, I can't do your licking with this microphone, unfortunately. Closest thing I can do to that is mouth sounds. This isn't. This is a HyperX Quadcast 2, so I can't really lick this microphone. Excuse me, sorry, burp. Goodness gracious. I can try? No, I have. I tried with the old mic. I wrapped it in plastic wrap. It just sounded like I was rustling around plastic wrap. It didn't sound like licking at all. So you'll just have to deal with it. I apologize. Okay. All right, I'm gonna do your praise, then Bartholomew smooches, and then we'll do your inaudible whispers, Katie.
Katie, you're very, very hard this week. And I'm very, very proud of you. You're very, very, very good girl. Katie, you are very, very sweet. And it's always good to see you. You work very, very hard, and I'm very, very proud of you. Good. Good girl, Katie. Katie, you are loved. And deserving of love.
Alright, we're gonna do Bartholomew smooches now. I'm gonna put on some chapstick. And then do Bartholomew smooches. I'm gonna do the good puppy before the inaudible whispers. I think that'll be easier on my voice. This is birthday cake flavored chapstick. If anyone was curious. Okay, here you go, Bartholomew.
Hi, DJ. I'm doing okay. How are you, sweetheart? I did remember to post likes tonight if you missed them.
Got the exercise today. Nice, nice. birthday cake flavored chapstick. Yep. My mom bought a bunch for like neighborhood gifts for a church thing a while ago. She had a bunch of extras, so I took one.
Thank you, DJ. I'll get those after these mooches. Kipty, hi sweetie, how are you? How you doing, sweetheart?
On my thighs? Well, I'm wearing PJs right now, so sorry to disappoint. Oh, and I did remember to post lives today on Twitter and Blue Sky. If you guys missed them, I remembered to post them today. This week was fishnets, and then what we wore on Sunday, the fishnets with the cherry thigh highs later on top. So if you missed those are on Twitter and Blue Sky.
Alright, well, countdown from 10 to 1, and that'll be Bartholomew smooches, then we will get Katie her good puppy, and then Inaudible Whispers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and 0.
Alright, there you go, Bartholomew. Thank you for the smooch redeem, sweetheart. Thank you for hopefully those were okay for you. Okay. Stretch. Whew. give 1 moment. I need to blow my nose, and I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Okay.
Katie. You're a very good puppy. Good puppy, Katie. Good puppy. You're a very good puppy. 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 Good puppy, Katie. Good puppy. You're a very good puppy. Good puppy, Katie. You're a very good puppy.
Oh, also, if you're in the Discord server, you can only get in through a channel point redeem. But if you're already in there, there is a poll in general to determine what we do next Tuesday, because we finished Monster Hunter Stories 3. So the option for next Tuesday is we do one last Stories 3 stream and just try and see as many kinship skills as possible, or we get started with Final Fantasy, the first Final Fantasy game. So if you're in the poll, go vote on it. It has 10 votes, so it's pretty much everybody. So yeah.
Good puppy, Katie. Good puppy. You're a very good puppy.
Resident Evil. I don't have room. Thank you for stopping by, Dusty. Thank you. I don't have room on the proverbial metaphorical plate for Resident Evil. Because we're gonna start the Final Fantasy games, and then when we're done with D2, we're gonna start Wilds at some point after we're done with D2. I don't know when that'll be. The DLC isn't out yet, so I kind of want to wait. Till the DLC's out, but we'll see. If you want to watch some Resident Evil, you should go follow Pon. Pon plays a lot of Resident Evil. She's playing through all of them, I think. She's playing through one of them on like the highest difficulty with invisible enemies. So she's kicking butt. So she's really good at them. If we want to watch some cool Resident Evil streams, follow Pon. Pon also plays lots of Zomboid, Project Zomboid, and League.
Good puppy, Katie. Good puppy. Katie, thank you for being who you are. Doing what you do. I think the world's a better place, in my humble opinion. Anyway. Good puppy, Katie. Good puppy. Good puppy. Good puppy. Good puppy.
Randomized Pokemon Y playthrough. Seance. That's spelled Seance. Seance. Or you can name it ketchup. You could do that. You could do whatever you want. But seance would be fun. It's the name of a Metazoo set. Yeah, seance. Yep. I don't actually know what the definition of seance is. The seance set is like a bunch of like spooky spirits and stuff. Like I think there's a um Triton or whatever the triangle thing on a Ouija board, like the thing you move around on a Ouija board. It's called. It has a card. Um, there's a card. Yeah. Um, it's just kind of sad because that set, the boxes were collated in a way where the boxes were searchable. If you opened in Metazoo packs had different art on every pack. I think sets had up to 4 different artwork pack arts. If you opened a pack in a box and it didn't have a hollow in it, the rest of the packs with that art in the box did not have a hollow in them. So seance boxes were like really easy to search, and there's a lot of cards in the seance set that you can only get in hollow. Uh, um, it was a really is a big pain in the butt. But a couple years ago, I scored an auction on eBay for like 60 seance booster packs for like $20, $30, maybe 40, and it took me 6 hours to open all of them. It was awesome. It was really cool. We got some reverse hollows, but no full hollows, and so we missed out on a ton of rares. But I had basically 5 playsets of every common and uncommon from the set. Um, I went through my 2 boxes of Metazoo cards. I have 2 of those big white cardboard boxes that you put together, full of my Metazoo bulk. Um, well, I cleared out all the bulk. It took me probably a combined like 3 evenings post stream to comb through all of the cards to remove bulk. I saved probably at least 3 playsets of every card that I had that I could have playsets of. I saved about 3 to 4 playsets. Unless the playset was like 10 cards, then I saved maybe 2 playsets, maybe. Maybe one, probably just one. Because you're not going to play a deck with 10 fireballs in it. I mean, you could, but it'd be not really that good. A lot of direct damage and I guess decent removal. Um, but yeah, so after I sorted out all of my bulk, I put them in these plastic tubs that we got at Sam's Club. They were plastic tubs with a bunch of wafers in them. We ate all the wafers, so I put my bulk in those and I weighed them. So they were just sitting under my desk for a really long time. So if you watch some of like a year old, before Christmas, last Christmas, if you watch a hand cam stream from before Christmas, you can see at the top of the lid. Anyway, I got together with some IRL pals, the boys, and we did a white elephant exchange, and I weighed them on a scale before I packed them up, put them in a bag, uh, and it was like 12 pounds. It was 12.3 pounds, 12.6. It was 12 pounds of Metazoo bulk. It was a lot of cards. It was a lot of cards, and so I got to get rid of 12 pounds of cards. Give them to a friend. A lot of that came from a bulk lot I bought a number of years ago just to have cards. Because I didn't have a lot of cards, a lot of play sets of things. So that's where most of that came from. That's where most of that came from. But yeah, don't lick me. No, no. A seance is a meeting where people try to talk with the spirits of dead people. Okay. There's a Wikipedia article for seance. An attempt to communicate with spirits. The word seance comes from the French word for session, from the Old French seor, to sit. I probably butchered that. But tasty. Thank you. I appreciate that. Don't lick me. In French, the word's meaning is quite general and mundane. One may, for example, speak of a movie session in French. I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce those French words. In English, however, the word came to be used specifically for a meeting of people who are gathered to receive messages from ghosts or to listen to a spirit medium discourse with or relay messages from spirits. In modern English usage, participants need not be seated while engaged in a seance. So, so what did you name the Alakazam? What did you name the Alakazam penguin? Anyway, the seance set had cards like the Hat Man. The seance was also the first Metazoo set to have dual element cards, dual color, multicolor cards. Seance also had. I'm trying to remember, and it. Oh, that's UFO. Was Hatman UFO? I think Hatman was UFO. Don't quote me on that though. Seance had the golden-haired girl, which synergized. Did a thing if you had a Jersey Devil in play. I don't remember what she did. It's cool though. The spirit element or spirit color, which is pink in Metazoo, has this sub theme or archetype where you dump cards into your afterlife. So Metazoo is very complicated and very complicated to talk about and teach people because there's a lot going on. But Metazoo has 3 graveyards. You have 1 graveyard for creatures and spells, 1 graveyard for Terra and Aura. Another one is basically your banishment zone. In Yu-Gi-Oh terms, or in Magic, you just remove the card from the game. It's exiled. Very rarely are you going to get something back from the afterlife. That's what it's called. The banishment zone at Metazoo is called the afterlife. And there's a card that was printed in the last set they did, Native, which I can't remember the name of right now, but he does more damage for every card in your afterlife. And golden-haired girl does stuff with spirits and getting stuff out of your afterlife, so you get some recursion. There's a creature called Spooklight, which is like a haunted lamp that you can just discard to the afterlife from your hand to do 10 damage to something. And then it's Ravenmocker. That's what he's called. Ravenmocker. He's a dual spirit and dark beastie, and he does stuff with stuff in the afterlife. It's cool. I haven't had the chance to actually play the deck. I've built it. I haven't had the chance to play it yet. Yeah. I have like 10 Metazoo decks built right now. Metazoo has no equivalent to Commander or anything. You could try, but it probably would not be very good. At least if you did it singleton, you'd have to have playsets of cards. for the engines to work, the deck engines, the synergies to actually like work. Like the Ravenmocker deck would not work nearly as well if you only had one Spook Light in your deck, or one golden haired girl and stuff like that. I think you can have 2 or 3 golden haired girl. You can only have one Jersey Devil. You can only have one. Okay. Let's get you some inaudible whispers, Katie, and then we'll do your name spelling. Welcome back from the ad break, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate a lot. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, there are inaudible whispers, Katie.
Give me burp, sorry. There you go, Katie. Hope those were alright for you. Sorry about the sniffles. Give me one moment to blow my nose real quick, and then we will get you your name spelling, Katie. There you go, Katie. Thank you for the redeem, sweetheart. Thank you. Hopefully that was okay for you. Thank you for the redeem tonight, Katie. Thank you. Oh. Oh. Okay, I kind of want to go grab some of my Metazoo decks and just yap about them. Is it okay with you guys to be? Is that permissible? Do you find that permissible? You can't see them, of course. Okay, I'll be right back. I don't think I need to mute because I don't think I'm at risk of knocking anything over, so I just sound like I'm far away for a second. I'm trying to find the deck with Ravenlocker in it. Must be in this deck box. Okay. Sorry. So I think my Ravenlocker deck is in here. So if you're curious about how Metazoo plays, it plays like a very janky, like Magic the Gathering Silver Border set, like one of Magic's joke sets, right? It plays a lot like that. I don't know how the new game plays. I don't have any of those cards. It would be cool to have some of those one day, but I don't care. Excuse me. Sorry, goodness. So I've yapped about Metazoo a lot. We've opened some Metazoo product on streams before. If you're curious, you can go to the Unboxing VODs playlist on the YouTube channel, and you can catch up on those. I don't know how well those hold up, because some of those were like... one of the earliest streams I did was opening some Metazoo cards, so... just... I hope they're not too cringe. So, problem with playing Metazoo is there is just a ton to keep track of. Metazoo has typings. Like in Pokemon, there's type effectiveness, like in Pokemon, but there's a mana cost like in Magic. So it plays a lot like Magic, but the creatures have weaknesses and resistances like Pokemon. And they have HP values and attack damage instead of toughness. And so it's like Magic, but you're playing with Pokemon instead of like a traditional Magic creature. Like instead of a 2/2 bear, you're playing with a fur-bearing trout. I don't know. Um, so and there's type effectiveness, and the dual types have like double, like triple, like they have 3 weaknesses. It's or 3 things they're strong against. It doesn't actually tell you their weaknesses. But so I have a card right here. Alaskan Ice Monster is a water and frost beastie. So it takes 3 frost mana or aura. They're called aura cards in this game instead of land. Um, so it costs 3 ice and 2 water. Um, and he's strong against water, fire, and earth monsters. He does 20 more damage. So it's the weakness in Metazoo is more like very early Pokemon, where it's like just plus 30 instead of ×2 or ×3 or whatever. Works like that. Metazoo also has status ailments like Pokemon, except there's like quadruple the amount in Pokemon. Pokemon has sleep paralysis, poison, and burn. That's it. You can't freeze them in the Pokemon TCG. In Metazoo, there's all of those. There's sleep, poison, paralysis, burn, and you can freeze them, confuse them. There's a couple others. I have a rule book right here. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if I can find what page it's on. Anyway, there's a big barrier to entry for this game. Alright, we have Frozen, which just taps down a creature, like in Magic, and pacifies them for turns until the frost counters are gone. They're removed at the beginning of the next turn. Once a beastie in Metazoo has frost counters on it, you can't add more. There's a card from Nightfall, the second set, it's a demon, like a Yeti demon thing, and he has an ability that lets you add more frost counters. But otherwise you can't add more. Hi, Floop. And there's burn, poison, paralysis, sleep, scared, confusion. Scared and confusion are very similar. They do very similar things. Scared, if you fail a coin flip, the scared creature goes back to its owner's hand. Confusion, I think it just hurts itself. Yes, it just hurts itself. So we have a couple more than Pokemon. Not as many as I've remembered. There's also traits, which are like traits would be like in Magic, flying, first strike, trample, stuff like that. In Metazoo, instead of denoted by keywords, they're denoted by little icons on the left side of a card. And the symbols have changed like 3 or 4 separate times throughout the sets that they released. They settled on a final iteration of them around the 3rd set. So it's very confusing. So we have Bloodsucker, which is lifesteal, Burrow, which you tap them and then they're untouchable till your turn. unless they have a thing that unburrows your creatures. Convert, which is just you tap them for mana, like a Llanowar elves. Defender, which a defender can still attack, but on your turn, a beastie with defender doubles their maximum life points on your turn or on your opponent's turn. So they just get bigger on your opponent's turn. Destroyer is Death Touch, which is denoted by a mushroom cloud. We have equipment, which denotes an artifact or something as a tool or an equipment that you attach to a creature. Fear is a angry, scary face, which is when that creature with fear, the fear trait is summoned. You target an opposing beastie, flip a coin. If you win, the creature you targeted goes back to your opponent's hand. There's a Mothman with fear. It's a promo Mothman. Promo Mothman is from a blister pack, and he can re-trigger his fear. I think it's actually very mean. First Strike is just First Strike. Flash is denoted by like a flash symbol, like a spiky comic. A symbol you'd see in a comic book for like pow, a sound effect like pow. It you target when you summon a creature with flash, you target an opponent's monster. If you win the coin flip, that creature can't attack on their next turn. Fleet is just haste, which is denoted by a boot with wings on it. Flight is flying, except in Metazoo, where in Magic a creature with flying can't be blocked, except by other creatures with flying or reach. In Metazoo, a creature with flying can't be the target of an attack, except for things with flying. Because flavor-wise in Metazoo, they're like flying over the battlefield, and then when they attack, they swoop down, and then can be blocked. Immortal is denoted by an infinity symbol, or Ouroboros eating itself. Immortal is like, it's kind of like it's basically indestructible, except when an immortal beastie, the beastie with immortal is like that Yeti I was talking about that lets you add more frost counters onto creatures that already have them. He is immortal, so when he dies, quote unquote, when his life points are his HP's depleted, he basically just becomes an artifact or enchantment in Magic terms. That's what immortal creatures do. But he can still be damaged by other pages. So it doesn't say you can block. They can be destroyed by other page effects. Yeah. They just become a paperweight with fancy effects. Infection, which you don't see very often, is like, at least in this iteration of the symbols, is like 3 germs. Every time a beastie with this trait destroys another beastie, place a nameless beastie token into the arena with maximum life points equal to this beastie's maximum. So, like, they make tokens of themselves when they kill another beastie, another creature. There's invisible, which they're unblockable basically and can't be declared for attacks. Magic-proof is hex-proof. Regenerate 10 hit points at the end of each turn for each regen trait they have. So Alaskan Ice Monster has regen. So we just won though. Okay. Hi, Floop Ice here. How you doing? Thank you for the redeems, dear. Thank you. Stretch.
Flip. You're a very, very good bird. Slightly above average, that's good to hear. Flip, you're a very, very good bird. And a very, spending time with us on the streams. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. You're a very, very good bird. You worked very hard this week. Very, very, very proud of you. Good. Let's give me a burp, sorry. Oh, throat gurgle, sorry. Bird, the flip, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird, good bird, throat gurgle, sorry. Hi, Midnight. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I can check a good girl after this. You're a very, very good bird to look. Good bird, Flip. Good bird. You're a very, very good bird. Yes, you are. Such a good bird. Oh, look at you. Such a good bird. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good bird. Good bird, Flip. Good bird. Good bird. Good bird. Good bird. Good bird. Oh, look at you. Such a good bird. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good bird. Good bird, Flip. Good bird. Good bird. Good bird. Good bird. Good bird. You're a very, very good bird. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good bird.
Thank you, Floop. Thank you for the redeem. Thank you for the water spirit. Thank you. And the stretch, thank you.
Good girl, Midnight. Midnight, thank you for lurking and chatting. girl, moonlight, good girl. Good girl. You're a very, very good girl. Good girl, moonlight, good girl. You're a very, very good girl. Sorry, voice crack. Good, good girl, moonlight, good girl. You're a very, very good girl. Good girl, 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 good girl. Good girl. You're a very, very good girl. Good girl, moonlight, good girl. Good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl. Good girl, moonlight, good girl. Moonlight, thank you for being here. Thank you for being who you are and doing what you do. I think makes the world a better place, in my humble opinion. Anyway. Good girl, Moonlight. Good girl. You're a very, very good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Good girl, Moonlight. Good girl. Oh, look at you, such a good girl. Good girl, Moonlight. Good girl. 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 Good girl, Moonlight. Good girl. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Good girl, Moonlight. Good girl. 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 Good girl, Midnight. Good girl. Oh, look at you, such a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Good girl.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Bonnie. It's good to see you, sweetheart. I hope you've been well. Hi, Penny Feather. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming with the raid. Thank you, thank you. What were you up to, Bonnie? Please go follow Bonnie. If you're not already, Bonnie plays lots of visual novels and Deadlock. And they're very good at it. Please give Bonnie lots of love, please. The model is also super pretty. Super pretty. Is attempting a reading ASMR stream and you could. Yeah. Yeah. I just yap now. I haven't read. When I do read, it's just Wikipedia. I just read Wikipedia. Um, I had like a 4-hour ASMR stream last year where I read the Wikipedia article for Brontosaurus, which is a very good read, and you should read it. Really good. But it took me a long time, and I kept delaying ending stream because I kept getting raided. Um, haven't had an ASMR stream that long since, I think. Um, but it's fun. It's fun reading Wikipedia sometimes. But yeah, the Brontosaurus article is really good. It's quite long, not the longest I've seen. I think the longest article I've seen so far is probably the article about snowy owls. That thing is a novel. It is so long. Maybe after that is Bigfoot, the Bigfoot article, which I just skimmed. I just scrolled in it. I scrolled for like 10 seconds and it did not end. Um, I don't know why the snowy owl article is so long. Um, but I it's informative. It's pretty cool. The snowy owl article is really good. You're immediately intrigued by Wikipedia. Um, the snowy owl is not obscure. I don't think it is. Not to, maybe it is. I don't know. But the snowy owl article length, yeah, it's really long. It goes into like no, that was the Gargoylosaurus article, I think, where it. So some of the ones that we've read are very. It is very long. Some of the articles I've read, um, specifically the ones about like dinosaurs. Some of them are like super in depth, and others are like feel pretty surface level. There's one for I think it's Gargoylosaurus, which is one of two ankylosaurs found in the Morrison Formation. There's Gargoylosaurus and Mimura pelta. I don't know how you pronounce that exactly. It's named after the uh, river or something. Mimura pelta is found near Maimu or something. Or the name of a ranch. I don't remember. But Gargoylosaurus or Mimura pelta, they go in like depth about the cranial structure with like really long words to describe like the post, like it separates it from post cranial and pre, like it's a lot. There's a lot of big words. um but it's a good time. It's a good time. But yeah, they're the only two ankylosaurs found in the Morrison Formation. The Morrison Formation is Jurassic Age rock. So Mimura pelta and Gargoylosaurus are some of the earliest known ankylosaurs, which is pretty neat. Um, but yeah, if you do read or try attempt to do another reading ASMR, Bonnie, try some Wikipedia articles about stuff you're curious about. It's a good time. You learn stuff. Another one I recommend is the horseshoe crab article. That one's good. That one's pretty fun. Uh, Horseshoe crabs swim upside down. So when you see them and they're like walking around, they swim with the shell, they swim belly up at like a 45-degree angle, and they just kind of pulse their legs and the little like grippers and the long like skinny Teflon or whatever it's called. They use that to keep themselves straight, like where they're going. Um, Really cool. It's cool. Um, Beverly is welcome. If you don't know me, I'm Ketchup the Bear, your local Teddy Friday streamer. I do ASMR streams every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. We do handcam ASMR on Sundays, and the rest of the week we play games. Uh, we're doing some ASMR tonight. I was yapping about a dead card game earlier. Um, but yeah, there's some good Wikipedia articles out there. It's always nice when you like look up something and then it's like actually short and you're like, cool, I can get through this really fast. And then others, I look at them and I'm like, this would be the whole stream. And there's like no way I would be finishing an article like of medium length in a reasonable amount of time on a stream because of trigger requests and things. Like there's just no way I'm getting through that. Maybe in one stream, or maybe getting close. Um, but also like my voice is dead after streams where I read Wikipedia, because it's a lot of yapping. It's a lot of yapping. Um, but yeah, please do not worry about sticking on body. Please take care of yourself, sweetheart. Go get some food, get some water, brush your teeth, floss, mouthwash, take your meds, take your vitamins, do what you got to do. And Raiders, if you enjoy the content, please consider giving us a follow. It'd mean a lot. We recently passed 1,150, which is nuts. You guys are crazy. Um, but thank you for the raid, Bonnie. Thank you, sweetheart. I hope I can return the favor soon. Um, yeah, we were yapping about Metazoo, which is a dead card game that was brought back to life through it's a complicated. Its death and its revival, resurrection, is they're two very long stories. Um, but Metazoo, um, like if I get into it, it'll be the rest of the stream. We don't have too much. We don't have much left of the stream anyway. We're close to the 2 hour mark. But Metazoo is a um, it's a it's a TCG where you take the role of a caster, uh, and you summon cryptids and creatures of myth to battle your opponent and sling spells. Um, it plays like a silver border magic set, like a joke magic set. Um, uh, meta it, the meta part comes from that the cards break the fourth wall a lot of the times. Some of them in their card effects. Let me see if I can find one real quick. I don't know. Are there any in this deck? Yes. Okay. So right here I have the Iliamna Lake Monster. It's like it's a fish. It's a lake monster. And it has a fourth wall effect, which is denoted in the card text by a star, a yellow star. This page's attacks deal 20 more damage if you are on or can see a real boat. Most of them are like that. There's a jackalope card. There's a jackalope creature card, and they can't attack if there's a drink of water within eyesight. And I don't know if it's true, but there was a story going around when Metazoo was in its infancy that someone lost a tournament or lost a match in a tournament because he drank his water too fast, and his opponent was able to swing in with all of his jackalopes for a game. I don't know if that's actually true or ever happened. The jackalope doesn't do very much damage. At most, I think. I don't actually have it on me or near me to actually read what it does. But yeah, so it's goofy stuff like that. There's the Houston Batman, which is invisible. It gets the invisible trait if you're playing within 30 feet of a tree. So pretty much all the time he is invisible, which means he can't be blocked or the target of attacks. He also has flying, so he has a lot of evasion. Anyway, so that's where the meta part comes from. And Metazoo released in 2021, 2021 to 2022, maybe 2020. It had a very humble Kickstarter, and then it was 2020 in the pandemic kind of kickstarted it. It jump started this glut of Kickstarter card games, just vomit of just so many that went nowhere. There's tons of them. You could throw a dart in the dark and you would hit one. There were tons of them, and Metazoo kind of kickstarted this unintentionally. So this is also around the time of like the retro Pokemon like craze. You know, the guy bought the booster box and it turned out to be fake. That kind of stuff. Metazoo, its art style, especially in the first two sets, very much aped like early Pokemon watercolor art, Ken Sugimori art. I think, and a lot of people apparently called Metazoo Meta Poo because it looked like poop. And I get it. there's some pieces of art in like the first and base set they're very bad. I think around the third set, Metazoo's team of artists kind of hit their stride for the most part. I think that's where the art really kind of took off. The last set they did, it's called Native. It's based on like Native American folklore and their myths and things, and it's it's like oddly, I don't know if it's oddly funny, but I find it funny. This was around the time. Um, I don't know if it was around the same time, but Magic also released a set like uh Outlaws of Thunder Junction, set on this like Wild West themed dimension. So everybody was just like cowboys, and there were uh, there were no like native sentient peoples to this plane. It was just vast deserts, except there were cactus people. Um, so like in the same roundabout way, it was still like very questionable and problematic because there were these cactus people that were sentient and had their own culture. It's very weird. Anyway, um, and Metazoo, I they consulted like people, native peoples and things, members of tribes and stuff, experts and stuff like that, to get to be as respectful as possible. And I think, I don't know, I'm not a person of native descent, but I think they did a better job than Magic did. The art is gorgeous. Some of like the prettiest art on any Metazoo card is from the native set. It's very pretty stuff. Um, Hold on. I think I have one. I have one in a deck in a sleeve somewhere. Is it this one? Yes. So there's one from the native set, and the card text, the flavor text, gives you a pronunciation guide too, so it's very helpful. This is um Achia labapa. Achia labapa. Something like that. It is. It's depicted as like this phoenix dragon thing with like rainbow feathers. It's very pretty. Very pretty. Um. Anyway, sorry. Metazoo. Um. So Metazoo kickstarted or helped jumpstart this Kickstarter TCG craze, which still has not ended. It's slowed down, but it's not over. The Cyberpunk TCG Kickstarter broke records, so I think there's a lot of exhaustion around. Like, just a lot of them aren't getting funded anymore. Like, you could put anything up on Kickstarter and it would get. Back in the day, you would go crazy. Um, so Metazoo started as this humble little trading card game inspired by Magic, and just the creator just wanted to make like a fun game. It's cute. It's silly. The breaks the fourth wall if you're playing like the Alama Lake monster. If you're playing on a boat or you can see a boat, your fish does 20 more damage. You know, the stuff like that. Um, and then they partnered with. Then they sent product to Rudy, Alpha Investments, who I don't really have a problem with. I just don't watch his stuff anymore. But Rudy got a box, and then the investor bros kind of sunk their claws into Metazoo, and this is also around the time of NFTs. So Metazoo got into NFTs, and they partnered with this. They brought this musician on who is very into NFTs at the time. I don't remember his name. Uh, and he was like, "Yeah, this is great." Or he was more focused on just making money. So, um, and Metazoo had a lot of problems. It would take me probably a couple hours, and I'd have to do a research, refill my brain on all this knowledge. I haven't talked about it often enough to retain a ton of it. Um, but Metazoo, so they got into bed with NFTs, and that made them money, but it's NFTs. And they tied one of the things they did with the NFTs was tie it to physical products. So if you bought an NFT, they would send you like a booster box with a stamp on it saying NFT box or something like that. So you could buy the NFT, uh, and then you would get physical product, and then you could do whatever you want with it, right? So that's better than just buying a JPEG or a GIF, I guess. um, yeah, they kickstarted this craze of stuff, and uh, one thing that they said going in was they didn't want to ban cards. They would just print answers to them in a later set, and so they held the creator. His name is Mike Wardell. He had this vision of like a tournament hall or an event hall full of like faux fourth wall stuff. So like a giant paper mache volcano, because there's a lava bear card and he does 100 more damage if you're playing near an active volcano. Hi Kazi, thank you for a look. It's weird. Thank you. I appreciate you. Uh, and like a little fake lake or iceberg or something, like stuff like that. So while you're at this tournament, you can still play Lava Bear and he'll actually be useful. Um, and they did that. And they had like the prize money for these Metazoo tournaments was like crazy. You're like, because they got all of this NFT cash. Um, and one of the most dominant strategies in early competitive Metazoo was lightning element decks, playing Quetzalcoatlus. Quetzalcoatlus is like, how did this make it through playtesting? in certain ways. Um, I don't know if I have Quetzalcoatlus. I have a Quetzalcoatlus deck I built. I don't know if I have it on me. That's the poison deck. That's not it. I don't have it on me, sorry. But Quetzalcoatlus has, so if you play Magic, you'll understand these terms. But so Quetzalcoatlus has flying, first strike, and haste. Yeah, Quetzalcoatlus is creature type in Metazoo is a bird. It's a beastie bird, not a dinosaur for some reason. But it's more based on the like deity or mythical creature, the Quetzalcoatlus. There is a pterosaur called Quetzalcoatlus, but they are not the same thing. Yes, it might be Quetzalcoatl. I don't know. I don't have the card on me right now. Anyway, he is very, very strong. He has flying, first strike, and haste. And he has a fourth wall ability that he gets bonus damage for every light bulb on the ceiling above where you're playing. So they literally had to like errata that he can that ability only counts like up to 2 light bulbs, because you would be playing in these tournament halls with all these fluorescent light bulbs on the ceiling, and you'd be like, how many light bulbs is that? I don't know. He's doing like a bajillion damage, swing early as fast as you can get a Quetzalcoatlus out and you win. Anyway, Quetzalcoatlus was very oppressive. He has flying, which makes him very evasive. In Metazoo, flying works different from Magic. You can, in Magic, flying creatures can't be blocked except by creatures with flying or reach. In Metazoo, creatures with flying can't be the targets of attacks except by other creatures with flying. They can be blocked by things without flying. So, flavor wise, in Magic, the bird, like your Stormcrow, just kind of hovers there, and then you send him at your opponent's face, and he just flies right over everybody. They're your opponent's creatures and hits your opponent. In Metazoo, your Quetzalcoatlus is flapping there in the air, and then when you attack, it swoops down to like grab something and like bite it. So you can block it. if that makes sense. And he has first strike. So first strike, I think, works the same as in Magic. Okay, Kazi, I hope you have a good milkshake. Let me find it. So first strike, it deals damage first, whether attacking or defending. So first strike, I think it works the same as in Magic, except Quetzalcoatlus is doing so much damage because of the boost from light bulbs and all this other nonsense, and he only costs 3. He's a 3-drop, where pretty much all of the other big monsters at the time were like 4 to 5 drops. So you could get Quetzalcoatlus out turn 1, um, if you opened your hand with a Chaos Crystal, which is basically a Black Lotus. It's a 0-cost artifact that taps for 3. No, it taps for 2. Actually, I don't know. Hold on. Do I have one? It's basically a Black Lotus. Welcome back from the outbreak, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you. Anyway, so you turn 1, play your mana card, your land or whatever, your lightning aura, and then you drop a mana rock. You drop your chaos crystal. You can play Quetzalcoatlus turn 1 and then swing. Uh, and yeah, so Quetzalcoatlus, even if you attack into him because he has first strike, if your creature you're attacking with doesn't survive Quetzalcoatlus's damage, he just dies. So they were very hard to deal with. So in a later set, they printed cards that removed beasties flying for a turn, so you could swing into them with things besides flying. Oh, and you could only attack Quetzalcoatlus with other flying creatures. So Quetz was very oppressive in the metagame. Anyway, Metazoo. We don't have a ton more time, but Metazoo, their biggest issue was that they would put out pre-orders for the next set and use that money to pay the printers and distributors for the last set. So I don't know when that started exactly in this the production cycle of the company, but eventually they got stuck on this treadmill that they couldn't get off of, because they were only paying off the printers and distributors through the pre-order money. And they did all of these side products like mini Valentine's themed sets, Christmas sets, Halloween sets. They did an April Fool's set once. They did all these collaborations with skateboards and T-shirts. Excuse me, burp. Sorry, goodness. And the thing that sunk them in 2023, maybe early 2024, was they did a collaboration set with Sanrio. I don't know how they managed to get it, but they they got their hands on the licensing for Kuromi, My Melody, and there's a couple Hello Kitty cards. And I think there's at least maybe promos with everybody else, like the frog, the penguin, and Pom Pom Purr, and I think. And the set sold terribly. Um, there was this whole fiasco with TCG Player. They launched the set launched with this booster box bundle product that came with 2 booster boxes and like 4 exclusive promos. One of them being a Hello Kitty card, and they were in that for pre-order, and so people pre-ordered it, and then the product, I don't exactly remember how much the pre-orders were, and then the product launched at like basically half the price the pre-orders were. So if you pre-ordered it, you actually paid more, and people were very upset at TCG Player for this. And the set did not sell well, in part because there was nothing like really competitively viable in the Sanrio. In the set was called Chromie's Carnival. There was nothing really competitively viable in there. It's really not. Like, the archetypes in that set were like Toon cards in Yu-Gi-Oh before they got all of this support recently. Like original Toon cards, like Toon Kingdom, Toon Blue Eyes, and Summoned Skull and stuff like that. Like basic, you could play them, but it's not going to work very well. um, and so the set didn't sell well. It didn't like attract all of the My Melody and Chromie fans. Not really. The set sold horribly, and they had to push the release of the next set back because they had to like probably because of contracts. They had to make sure this Chromie set was out. Apparently, there were leaks that said artists would do card art, send it in for approval, and then Sanrio would say, "No, this is too much," or "We don't want this. It's not good enough." Sorry, my dad's doing something in the other room. Sorry. I hope that's not too loud. I hope that's not too loud. Um, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so they had to push back a bunch of product releases. They had to push back like they came out with this basically it's not a baby. It's a little saw thing, little sanding device. I thought it sounded like a baby though it did. Um they came out with a roadmap because there were a lot of people complaining about pre-orders being so late, and then they came out with a blog post saying, "Hey guys, yeah, we're gonna work on this stuff. We're gonna get these stuff out. We're gonna get pre-orders out to you guys on time. We're gonna do it. Here's this roadmap of this year's product releases. We're gonna do this stuff. We're gonna do a virtual version of the game so you can play the game on your computer. Um, we're gonna do manga and cartoons, and here's all these sets." Um, and then the Chromie set had to be uh, like had to be released, so they pushed back Native, which is the last set they released. Chromie came out before Native, and then the world like they um, seemingly could not, with the money they made from the sales of the Chromie set, they could not pay the licensing fees for Chromie and My Melody and Hello Kitty, which I'm sure are like crazy. They could not pay it. They couldn't pay it. And or was Chromie the last set they released? I think Chromie was the last set they released. It was. Yeah. It was. Um yeah, Native came out before Chromie, I think. I think I'm getting that right. Anyway, the Chromie killed Metazoo. Um and then they filed for bankruptcy. Mike Waddell, the creator of Metazoo, put up a post in their Discord server saying that they were shutting down immediately, uh, ceasing all everything. And yeah, and then there was like a year of leaks and court documents because they had to file bankruptcy, file for Chapter 5 bankruptcy. So they were like hoping to still pay their debtors and still exist. I think that's what Chapter 5 or Chapter 7 means. It wasn't Chapter 11. Um, and then, so there was this big thing, and then there was this leak that apparently Bandai Namco was going to buy Metazoo. And then it got so big that Bandai had to respond and be like, "Hey, we don't even know what this is. We're good." So Metazoo was eventually bought wholesale by fans of Metazoo, and then they collaborated with this company, like game dev think tank that the Richard Garfield is a part of. So Richard Garfield, I don't know if he did, but he might have played a role in the newest Metazoo iteration. So there's Metazoo, and then there's Meta 2, which is a completely different card game with different card faces, card backs, and different gameplay. I haven't played it. I don't know how it plays. I've seen the cards, and they're just ugly. I don't like them. um, there's a very big clash in art styles because they reuse um, old Metazoo art, like Cumberland Dragon's artwork, which is very cute. These pastel watercolor vibes, and then there's like this harsh shading and shadows on another card, and it just doesn't work for me. And apparently it died again, and then another guy bought that out. So it's been killed twice and revived 3 times now. Anyway, it's a big. There's other videos talking about it, more loose, better detail, and not sleep deprived. So I encourage you to look for those. Anyway, we'll get to your praise, Floop, and I'll get the heck out of your guys' hair. Okay. Let's see, who the heck is live that we can say hi to? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, I don't have anybody. There's no one. And we raided Perwayne like 2 nights ago. She's doing art, so we could raid Perwayne. Could. Okay, let me see. Do we have any options today? We have any? Oh, Emmy is live. How did I miss Emmy? I missed Emmy somehow. Emmy is live. We could raid someone new. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. All right, let's get to your praise, Flip. Sorry. Anyway, I don't know if that was comprehensible at all. I was all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There are also like there's a ton that there was a ton of stuff that came out after Metazoo went bankrupt the first time. There was a like the company lead. So Mike Whittle stepped down as CEO or whatever, and then they brought in this other guy named Andy, I think his name is, and he was dating one of the artists, and the one of the big ways artists in Metazoo made money was going to conventions and doing signings and selling art at conventions. And he was dating one of the artists, and he gave her more attention than the other artists, and then they all quit, and then they were out of artists. This happened before they went bankrupt. So, yeah, a lot of that happened too. There's a lot. There's a lot. Besides even that's all stuff. Besides even like talking about how fun is, if the game is even fun at all, which I think it is, but it is very hard to like teach someone. Like the game is very obtuse in not a good way. There's just a ton of icons you have to memorize. You have to memorize the trait icons that we were talking about earlier tonight. And then there's a whole other set for fourth wall bonuses. So like the Alama Lake Monster that cares about if you can see a boat. He gets a bonus from lakes and if it's wintertime. And so you gotta memorize like 20 different symbols. And they changed like 3 or 4 times through the course of the different sets. They changed between the first set and the second set, and then they changed again in the third set and kind of stuck in the third set. It's a mess. Okay. Here's your praise, Floop. Sorry.
Well, I'm very proud of you, sweetheart. You're very, very sweet. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending time with me on the stream, Swoop. Thank you. It's always good to see you. You're a very, very sweet bird. Very, very deserving of love. Mwah.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. I don't know if any of that made sense. I probably repeated myself a bunch. I don't have a script. I don't have a script. I'm sorry. Anyway, I didn't even get to like yap about the decks I have. The decks I've built. There's some interesting things you can do deck building wise in Metazoo. Sorry, I'm trying to put these decks back in this deck box. Okay, there we go. There's an archetype, a deck archetype called Schmoozicorn. Because there's a cryptid called Medford Schmooze. So it's a creature card, and he makes you schmooze tokens. They're like basically 1/1s in Magic terms. Whenever you cast a light element spell, and there's the unicorn, which heals like 10 or something. Hold on, I can look at it real quick. It heals when you cast a light spell. So you get a token, a creature token, and oh no, it's when you summon the unicorn, target beastie, artifact, or caster recovers 30 life points. And there's a spell called Water to Wine that makes it so for the rest of the turn you cast the spell, the turn you cast Water to Wine, heal effects instead deal damage equal to the amount they heal. And you double it. So there's a potion card that heals 50. So it heals 25. Amber Alert, I guess. I don't know what's going on over there. Sorry. The health potion heals 25. So with Water to Wine, a potion deals 50 damage. So you're healing with, and then you play your unicorns, and then you hit for 60 or whatever. It's pretty effective. And there's a card that says it recovers up to their maximum life points, so you deal double their maximum life points in damage instead. So there's some fun things you can do, but deck building in Metazoo, you kind of playing sealed Metazoo sounds like an awful time, because a lot of cards in like base set you need archetypes or cards from the last set from native to make those cards really function. Anyway, okay. Let me swap my headphones and I will get out of you guys' hair and hopefully won't wake you up with sounds of whatever my dad's doing. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, let me go say hi to this person. We can meet someone new. Oh. Yep. I'm just making sure I spell their name right. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow for SMD2 with Kazi, probably. I think so. Kazi started to stream at like midnight for me a couple nights ago, and I was watching it, and then I fell asleep. I woke up at 5 a.m. to Kazi playing a game where you make sushi, and the Kazi ended stream. And I was like, she would Kazi asked, maybe we'll play Destiny 2. And as she said that, as Kazi said that, sorry, as Kazi said that, I was typing, do you want to play Destiny 2 on Saturday? In my half awakened stupor before I had to pee really bad. So, hi Diamond, I'm sorry I can't get that to you. Oh, was that a shout out? That was a shout out. That wasn't a raid. Sorry, Diamond, I can't get those to you. Let me refund those to you. I need to go to bed. It's late. Let me refund those. Okay. What were they? Good girl, good boy. My goodness, these need to be cleaned out. It's not here right now. Oh no, there's just pages and pages of it. Okay, hold on. There it is. Reject. And then smooch. Reject. There we go. Okay. Sorry, Diamond. We would have ended like 10 minutes ago, but I was yapping about Metazoo again. So okay, there we go. Sorry. That was the raid. Okay, sorry. But I will see you guys tomorrow for some Destiny 2 with Kazi. But yeah, Kazi, that was a good time. You knocked me out pretty cold. I slept really heavy until I had to wake up at 5 a.m. because I had to pee really bad. Yeah, good job. Okay. Please give this person some love. I don't know them. We don't know them yet. Please give them some. They're doing some VR chat ASMR. They seem nice. We're gonna go say hi. We everyone we usually rate is not live tonight, so we'll rate someone new. Thank you, Kazi. Thank you. I'm gonna go find a snack and go to bed. I got I'm tired. I was yapping so hard I was sweating, man. Goodness. Good night, Floop. Good night, Diamond. Good night, Kazi. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for the raid, Bonnie. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Okay. I will see you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow for some D2 with Kazi, probably. Bye bye. Good night. Bye bye.